Are you alive? That's the question I ask you to consider today. Has a lot to do with what we talk about here. Because if you believe what the Bible says about what happened in the garden in the fall of man, that man died to his God, and from that point on, what needed to happen to fix things, to reconcile things, to restore what had been lost was for man to be made alive. That's the question. Because there was no law, and God did not say, obey the law. He simply said, trust me. That's how we here, my wife and I, take that, this nature of don't eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, was trust me. They chose not to trust him. And he said, if in the day that you do that, you decide not to trust me, you will die. So that is the question to ask. Are you alive? Not, are you obedient to the law? Are you a good, insert denomination here? The question really is, are you alive? And how do you know if you're alive? Well, how are they alive? We know how they're dead, so it must be something the opposite of when they were dead. When they were alive, they were trusting their God. Apparently, they hadn't yet made the statement, I don't trust you, by taking from that tree. They were trusting in him, so they were alive to him. His life dwelt within them. And now we're made alive in such a way that we have a different kind of a life, a resurrected life that cannot be taken away once we have it. So he does this, and he restores this life that cannot be lost, that is not dependent upon our behavior, that wasn't received because of our behavior. It was received because of his actions and our belief and trust in those actions. The efficacy of that he was able to do that, to make us alive because he is good. It doesn't have anything to do with your goodness as an individual. So just to finish that thought, if I'm not dead to him because of disobedience of law, but rather lack of trust, then it's not going to be obedience to law that's going to make me alive to him. It's going to be trust in him, because that was never what it was about. He didn't say, here's the 10 Commandments, here's the Torah, trust in this, Adam, and you will be alive to me. No, he said, you're alive to me. Simply continue to trust in me, and you will not lose that life. And when you have that life, you are changed, but it's a daily process. It's from glory to glory. And religion would have it that you disconnect from him when you have these struggles and these bouts with your faith, when that's really normal. The fact that you care indicates that you are alive to him, not because he's shaming you,